Molly, Harvey, welcome to the share chair.
Happy to be here.
I miss you. I miss having you in class.
Yeah, I do too.
Some good work we did in class last year, wasn't there? So,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what? Like
Well,
it was advanced comp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won that award.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
school.
What was that?
It was the You Make a Difference award that we had to write to this charity. Well, I didn't. We had to write the paper for a charity, and then they wrote me back, and they're like, "Hey, you won this award. You make a difference." And then,
What did you write about?
my brother.
Owen?
Yeah.
Can you like explain his life, sort of?
Okay.
How old he is and what he's like.
Owen is 3, and we just had to move into the Spring Lake School District to get him to be able to go into a school. So now he goes to school because he's autistic, and he goes there to learn how to be socially normal like me and my other siblings.
He's in is it like a special program or
It's
is
like
he
a
just in straight
special
preschool? Okay.
education. Like, there's 3 teachers and 5 kids in his classroom, and they all try to work on getting them to talk and getting them to socialize. Good. They do a lot of stuff. It's so cool. Like, I wish I had his school, because he Rockwell climbs, and he rides horses, and he swims, and they go in this room, and it's a sensory room, because it's like autistic kids like to touch stuff. So there's lots of feeling stuff that you can play and touch in there. It's so cool.
How do you know why they have that? Like how it just makes them more social then?
It's like it calms them down.
Okay.
And if, like, Owen has this thing where he'll touch your skin. So if I'm wearing shorts, he'll come up and, like, grab my legs and, like, feel my skin.
What does it have to calm him down from?
We don't really know. Sometimes
know.
he just has fits. And sometimes they're, like, 5 minutes. Sometimes they're all day.
At this point, he's nonverbal.
Yeah, he
Right.
doesn't speak, no.
So this paper you wrote, can you talk about that then a little bit? And maybe take us back. We kind of jumped in right in
Yeah.
the middle. So you wrote this paper. This is an assignment that I gave where we were doing research on
Yeah.
on a
It was a charity paper, like an MLA paper, and we had to pick a charity that we wanted to write to, and our class had a competition to see if who would win money to give to this charity, but my paper didn't win the money to give to the charity. But you still wanted us to send our papers to the charity. So I wrote to Autism Society of West Shore, and we sent our papers, and then a month later they emailed you, and then you emailed me, and it said that, like, they wanted to put my paper in their newsletter. Hey, you've been nominated and you are able to receive this award for You Make a Difference. And then you were there, and we went to the banquet and won awards.
That was so cool to watch you. That was well earned. How it is, like, your perspective of Owen and living with Owen. Like, well, how is it to be the bigger sister, you know?
I absolutely love him.
Yeah,
Like, man, he's like my idol. And it's weird for other people to come to my house and see what he's like, because I'm used to it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is him screaming. Oh yeah, he's running around naked. Like, doesn't matter. Like, I've had friends come over, and he's been, like, running around doing whatever he wants, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. You're not used to this. Oh, this is Owen. He does what he wants.
Yeah.
He's kind of how everyone should be.
Yeah. I think any accomplishment he does is amazing.
Owen's your idol. Those are
Yeah.
pretty big words.
He's a big person. I think he's gonna be really great one day. The age I was when Owen and Heidi were born, like, when Owen was born, it was a shock. We were like, whoa, a baby? Like, Mom, I'm 14. I'm going to be a freshman in high school. Like, you're going to have a baby? And then when Heidi was born, I was kind of upset just because I love Owen so much. Like, I loved him so much. I would do anything. I still would do anything for him. And then she's having another baby that I'm not going to get to know as much as Owen, and it just made me so upset.
Let's get the family straight now. There are three older
yes.
Harvey children, and you're the oldest at you're 17.
Yes.
Your
I'm 17.
brother is,
My brother's 16.
and your sister,
13.
and then Owen is
3.
and Heidi is
1.
1. What's that like? I mean, I guess you've already been talking about that, but like, are you close with your older siblings too? I mean, is it?
Well, I think I'm pretty close with my brother. We have like an unspoken bond, I think. We're like, we're not gonna tell Mom, okay? My sister is 13, and she's pretty moody right now. Like, I hope I wasn't as moody as her when I was 13, but I probably was. And we get along. We have a weird relationship. Like, for the first 5 minutes, we'll be like, oh, I love you. But then, like, 5 minutes later, we'll be like, oh, I hate you. Like, get out of my sight. I can't even look at you right now. Owen, I guess, I'm pretty close with him. And Heidi, my mom keeps telling me she's a mini-me. Yeah. So we play Palace Pets together. It's pretty fun.
I have to assume that you get some interesting looks like in public or whatever. Just because you have there are 5 children, and then the age groups. Like, are there all kinds of misconceptions about your family makeup? And
most people ask if we have the same dad.
Will they ask that? Like, that
yeah,
will be asked?
Someone asked me, like, do you guys, like, are they all from the same parents? We're like, yeah.
It must be pretty easy for, like, how big your family is, and especially the age difference, to sort of, like, not define you, but sort of take over how people see you. So what else is Molly Harvey? I mean,
I don't know, I work. Cross country, I was a captain this year.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And you did it for 4 years.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so what's it like to be, it's over, and what's it like now that you're going to college?
I don't know. I don't like to think about it. It's weird to have a season that you do for 4 years, and then this summer, I don't have to train for it. Mm-hmm. I don't have to get the papers and get the shoes. I just have to work all summer instead of train.
Do you think you will continue to run?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't want to get too fat.
No.
Kind of peaceful.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's something to rely on. And if I want to think, go for a run, and then you can think.
When you say something to rely on, do you mean?
Like, it's something that's there that I can always do. Like, I can always, no matter what, go outside and run. Like, it's something that no one can take away from me. For me, personally, it's just kind of like find my center.
The things that get you away from your center, what are the things that cause a little or a lot of stress? Or
School. School. Yeah, like all these AP classes I'm taking, it's really hard. And like stuff that's happening in the media, or I don't know, I do something that upsets my mom, so she yells at me, and then I just gotta go on a run so I can clear my head of all this stuff that's going on. Because then it's just me, my shoes in the road.
Part about school and AP, can you talk about that stress and what that's like, and how many AP classes are you even in?
I'm in IB Psych, if you count that as an AP class, so 3 AP classes, and it's hard to be in 3 AP classes and have extracurricular activities and have time for your friends and have time to work and have time to run and have time to like be with my family, because my mom's always like, you're never home, you have to be home, but I want to go hang out with my friends because I never get to see my friends. It's hard to juggle everything. There's a couple late nights in there. My boss was really flexible with me in the cross-country season, which was really great. I was so stressed out about that. I just asked people for help, and I just learned, like, if you ask, then the worst they're going to do is say no. Probably not a perfect person. Everyone has their flaws, so just do what you want to do. and do it well.
Be like Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't run around
Don't
naked.
run around naked. Don't.
And that's a great way to end the share chair. So thanks, Molly Harvey.
Thanks, Molly.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Share Chair. Stay tuned next week for a new one. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates at The Share Chair. And if you're interested in having a piece of your writing or an experience shared on the podcast, contact Elise McGannon at 203-505 at springlakestudents.org.